Okay, YouTubers, this is my newly installed on March 25th water heater down in the cellar, my 105-year-old cellar, and it's a Bradford white, as you can see. Let me oops, shouldn't do it like that. Let me zoom in here. There it is. Whoop, easy. So it's a Bradford white. Okay, it replaces my other water heater, which was nothing wrong with it. It was it was an RCA Whirlpool. It was only 11 years old, and that was installed on November 20th, 2009. Well, the energy people said, oh, you should have one of these newer types. And I'm operating on a heat pump. The model of this water heater is an RE2H50S10-1NCWT. And I discovered that it needs to be wrapped as well as the other water heater was. They do leak energy. Let me back this up here to get it. I need a wide angle view, okay, to show. I'll show you the meter in a bit. Okay, just this down. I got one more little thing to do here. Whoop. I'm hooked up here. Sorry about that. All right. Whoa, boy. Bear with me. I'm new at this anyway. Okay. All right. Now, I guess I got to go back a little more. All right. Because I want to show you the last bit of this. Connecting this up here. There we are. Okay. These are stacked insulation rolls that you would normally use in the insulation of the house. Now that first one, I kind of got it covered up. It was the second wrap. Let me expose it a little bit here. See this? It was white, had a plastic backing on it. Okay, that was the first wrap. You can't wrap it any further than here because this is all compressor and a whole bunch of stuff in there. Up top of the tank is about right. Well, this is a pressure relief valve right here. It's the tank. It kind of ends right about here. Okay, so that's that first wrap. That was the second wrap on my other tank, because the other tank had a blanket first. It had a blanket. But that became the first wrap on this one because it would fit. This is a tank, 50-gallon, a little bit more round. So this second wrap on the smaller tank was just right. It just came together. So there was 3 layers there. All right, now I need to finish up the staple. I want to show you how you can connect them up. This paper that's got the little facing on it, I've done most of it, but this stapler right here, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to finish this up right there like that. You can just stack them and staple them right together like that. Work from the bottom to the top like that, and now I'll finish this up when the video is done. I like red, green. Doesn't everybody like duct tape? You can also use the Gorilla tape. It's pretty good, but duct tape seems to work good if everything's nice and dry. Duct tape works pretty good. This is white stuff is Gorilla tape. Then when I get this all done, I go by here with wheelbarrows loads of wood for the wood furnace. I don't want to tear this paper, so I'm going to wrap that with this plastic all the way around. Bring that up tight on the top. Okay? So, that's there. Now the guy that put this in, he said, "Oh, that's got a lot of insulation. You don't have to wrap that." Yeah, right. Had a guy that worked at the university years ago, gave a talk. He said, "You go home, if you've got an electric hot water heater with resistance elements, you wrap it up, and you can probably save almost, up to 30% on your electric bill." So that's pretty good. So, I'll show you. I've been taking temperature readings now. On the underside, underneath. Well, you won't be able to. So, I'll show you. About, put down there, about 6 inches up inside. Okay, I had a piece of cardboard. I put that sensor is up under there about 6 inches between the tank shell, the casing, and my first bunch of insulation. Now, after I got it wrapped, I noticed the temperature went up into the 80s. Okay, well, after I did the next wrap, the temperature went up into the 90s. I got some readings. If I can get them to show up here. This is a Radio Shack. Let me tell you what this is. This is a Radio Shack. Might read this thing. 631020, I guess it is. 631020. All right. Can't that thing focus in on that? What's going on here? Okay. I got to get some light on it here. All right, here we go. Hey, see that? 92.1. Solid temperature is now 56.8. That's the that's this little, it's getting its temperature from right, oh, there we go. Right there. And the sensor is there. I'll leave it there for a while. Watch this. This is the high. It'll go down when water comes in. You draw water in. Right now it hasn't started up. I think I showed, yeah, I showed you the one. It's set for 125 degrees, the same as the other one. Okay, look at this. It's gone from the 80s. It has peaked out at 95.2. Now when I get this all buttoned up and get that piece of plastic around there, I might get a couple of more degrees. Okay? So if you have a water heater, electric water heater with resistance elements, I'd say you better go to the hardware store, get some wrapping. I did a review, on a website called, what was it? Let's see. Consumer Affairs. Yeah, that's what it was. Consumer Affairs. Well, they posted one up, but they didn't post the other one. So I'm basically telling you what I discovered here. So another thing I did, I made a chart. I should have made the chart. Let's see if I can get that in here. I don't know if that's going to show up, but okay. I wish I would have done my measurements before I put the tape, the stuff on it. See that? That marks where those little door panels are, where you can get in and there's something in there. The heating elements, like that. So It has a 4500 watt one on the top and a 4000 on the bottom, but I'm heating it with, as I say, with the heat pump. Now, it hasn't started in quite a while. Let me see. Alright. So it's 4. You've got heat pump. You've got hybrid, which uses both if you need a quick recovery. But I'm by myself, so I don't have a huge demand. That's why I need to have that hot water, you know, contained as best as I can, and not have energy leaking. I got pictures. If you go to that website, I just had a little small plastic cup over this. I got 2 degrees difference, but I can feel it with my hands. I can feel the heat rising up off this. I'm losing a lot of heat off the top. So if this thing doesn't work out with the heat pump, I'll switch out to all electric, and I'll put that just like my other one. That'll be just like a cocoon on my other one. I had it wrapped right up, way up high with insulation, and put it on a timer. I only ran it 8 hours a day. Out of the 24, just 8 hours, I had all the hot water I wanted. And just before we got this thing delivered, wouldn't you know it, my timer quit. The motor was running, but the time wouldn't go. So I was shutting it off manually. Now this one has to stay on. It's got a computer in there and all that good stuff. So anyhow, I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something. And as I say, if I have to change over, I got to check, see how my electric record's going. So far, it's a little bit more than 10 kilowatt hours a day, which is about like before. So we'll have to see what happens come November or October, November. I'll know. And if I have to go back to all electric and button it up, I'll go get another timer and run the timer program, same as before. This my video is probably a little bit long, but that's all. You'll be okay. All right, signing off.